Welcome back to Rams Up, your Los Angeles Rams podcast. We're a proud member of the Pigskin Podcast Network. We'll cover just about any SoCal sports team, but we're mostly about your Los Angeles Rams. I'm your host, Mark. Let's get to it. Well, Ram fans, it has been 8 months since I have had to report on a Rams loss. Now, this loss to the Bills, 31-10 in the Thursday night opener, wasn't nearly as painful as their last loss, but this was not fun. The Rams did not look good, looked pretty horrible at times. Now, there were moments that Rams players made plays. Bobby Wagner and Aaron Donald had moments, as did Terrell Lewis. I thought Darrell Henderson played well. Cooper Kupp, what do you need to say about him? But overall, this was a complete failure by most of the Rams units. It was not pretty. 31-10. Josh Allen doing everything he wanted to do against this Rams defense. Rams had 4 takeaways and still managed to lose by 21. It was pretty humbling. A lot of weird things happened in this game. Let me rephrase that. The Rams did not do the things I expected them to do, the things that I thought they needed to do to win this game. And there were guys that were totally absent. Where was Cam Akers? Where was Allen Robinson? What's going on with Tyler Higbee? A couple of drops late in the game. Leonard Floyd not really bringing the heat. And when the Rams did get pressure, they allowed Allen to escape. So a lot of things went wrong, but no excuses. This was a bad performance. Hopefully they've gotten the Super Bowl hangover out of the way, and thank goodness they have 10 days to prepare for one of the worst teams in the league, I think, the Atlanta Falcons, and hopefully they can get well real fast. Now, usually I talk about the fearsome 4 key plays of the game, and this one, the Rams had some key plays in the first half, but they didn't end up mattering much. I mean, there was a Lewis interception. There was the Kupp first down with the help from the offensive lineman. There was that great catch by Kupp in the back of the end zone. But, it all was really to naught, right? So I'm not going to even get into any more detail. If you're really talking about the fearsome 4 plays of the game, they probably all belong to the Bills, and I don't want to do that. Some pretty noteworthy stats in this game. Josh Allen finished 26 for 31 for 297 yards. Ended up the leading rusher for the Bills with 56 yards. Bills ended up with 7 sacks. And on the Rams side, Cam Akers, 3 carries for 0 yards. Allen Robinson, 2 targets and 1 catch for 12 yards. Tutu Atwell had 1 target and a drop. Tyler Higbee, a couple of drops, as I mentioned. Ben Skowronek wasn't bad, 4 catches for 25 yards. And Darrell Henderson, like I said, he had a good game. Considering everything else going on, had 5 catches for 26 yards, as well as 13 rushes for 47 yards. Higbee finished with 5 for 39 yards, but had a couple of drops. And amidst all of that, Cooper Kupp, 13 catches for 128 yards and 1 TD. He was really all we had on offense in this game. And one player I think did play well on the defensive side, Troy Hill. He had a really good pass defense in a critical situation in the first half when it mattered, and he had a really nice interception as well. But in the second half, it all kind of fell apart. So I'm going to come back here with my game capture first half, followed by the second half, and then I'm going to come back after that, and I will revisit my fearsome 4 keys to the game, see how we measured up, and then some final thoughts. Hey everybody, one of the things I love to do when I have some free time is to pull up some YouTube videos with some of my favorite bands from back in the day, some of these great live performances that are out there. And that's what I use my Raycon wireless earbuds for. They are awesome. They look and feel better than ever. They have 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, lots of good stuff. Go to buyraycon.com/TPPN today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/TPPN to score 15%. Buyraycon.com/TPPN. And remember, when you use that code, you support our podcast and our YouTube channel. So if you're needing a new set of earbuds, check out buyraycon.com/TPPN. And you kind of sort of support the Rams. Okay, Ram fans, this is the part of the podcast where we do our game capture. We will go through each possession from start to finish of this Rams-Bills game. Bills get the ball first. Impressive drive, Allen extending plays, one of the things that I said would be a key to this game. And on a 3rd and short from the Rams 25, Allen fakes the handoff, bootlegs to the right, and hits a wide open Gabe Davis for a 25-yard touchdown pass. Bills take an early 7-0 lead. Rams get the ball and picked up a few first downs, but a sack really hurts their drive. And on 3rd and 14, Stafford hits Kupp, but it's well short of the first down, and the Rams punt to the Bills' 9-yard line. Bills start driving again, and Allen is starting to look unstoppable. Aaron Donald picks up a sack, but doesn't seem to matter. Bills march down the field, aided by a 15-yard horse collar penalty on Justin Hollins. And then the Rams finally make a play. Allen's cannon arm maybe biting him a little bit. The ball pops out of the receiver's hands, and Terrell Lewis makes the interception. This is right after Chris Collinsworth had raised the question of whether Terrell Lewis had the ability to cover guys downfield like Von Miller did. But Terrell Lewis makes the play, and the Rams have the ball back. Big play because things were not looking good for the Rams, down 7-0 with the Bills driving. But the Rams can't get anything done. 3 and out after Stafford dumps it off on 3rd and 4 to Henderson. Rams punt. Bills get the ball back at their 32. And James Cook, on his first NFL carry, fumbles the ball. Nick Scott causes the fumble. Leonard Floyd recovers it. And the Rams are in business at the Bills' 36. But Stafford throws an interception on the sideline there. And the Bills get the ball right back at their own 36-yard line. So a real swing in emotions there. The Rams, nothing good happening for them. 2 good things happen for them, and they come away with 0 points. And so it's 7-0 Bills early in the second quarter. Bills move into Rams territory on a 21-yard pass to Stephon Diggs, but then on 3rd and 4, Troy Hill makes the play on defense, and the Bills have to settle for a 41-yard field goal. They're up 10-0. The Bills' kick goes out of bounds, setting up the Rams at the 40-yard line. Rams might be a little bit in desperation mode here. They need to get on the board before halftime. And you know, how many times have I been watching a Rams game where I just think, you know what, this ain't going well. The offense needs to make something happen. And then all of a sudden they do. On this next drive, Ben Skowronek makes a first down catch. And then after a sack, Allen Robinson gets the Rams set up at a 4th and 2. And Kupp converts the first down with a little bit of help, I should say a lot of help from Coleman, Shelton, and the offensive line. They help push him forward to convert. And then Darrell Henderson takes a pitch to the Bills' 7-yard line. A beautiful run, the first productive run by the Rams all day, really. Maybe worth noting, on the previous play, defensive lineman Ed Oliver was hurt, and he wasn't on the field for these ensuing plays. Henderson's pitch to the Bills' 7, and then on 2nd and goal, Stafford and Kupp hook up. A beautiful catch by Kupp. I didn't think it was in. How could he have possibly got his feet in? But sure enough, he did. And just like that, the Rams are down by only 3, 10-7. The Bills' ensuing possession. Bobby Wagner pitches in on a sack, setting up a 3rd and 12. But Allen throws a beautiful back shoulder pass to Diggs to convert. And then on the ensuing play, Troy Hill makes his presence known again, intercepting and setting the Rams up at the Bills' 45. They get helped out by a pass interference play. Stafford scrambles for a first down, but then he gets sacked, and the Rams end up settling for a 57-yard field goal attempt, and Matt Gay hits it on the last play of the half. And crazy as it seems, if you're watching this game, Bills look like the better team, but it's 10-10. Hey, football fans, the first Sunday of the NFL season is almost here, and DraftKings Sportsbook is giving new customers a can't-miss offer to celebrate the return of the NFL season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code TPPN to get $200 in free bets instantly when you place a $5 bet this Sunday. That's code TPPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. And add a bonus for week 1, everyone can experience the thrill of DraftKings early win promotion. It's simple. Bet on an NFL team to win. If your team leads by 10 at any point during the game, you get paid instantly, even if your team loses. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook right now. Remember, promo code TPPN. That's for the Pigskin Podcast Network. Second half did not start well for the Rams. You defer, you get the ball at the start of the second half, just like you planned. 10-10 ball game, and what do? Your returner tries to take it out of the end zone, is tackled at the 11, and then on 3rd and 4, bad snap. Stafford has to cover it up, and the Rams punt. Bills get the ball at their own 42, and Devin Singletary takes over this drive. He has 2 runs of 13 yards, takes another pass for a nice gain. Bills waltz up the field, and then a quick pass from the 8-yard line, Allen to Isaiah McKenzie, and just like that, Bills back up on top, 17-10. Rams get the ball back, start at their own 25. Howell does not have an opportunity to return this kick, thankfully. Stafford hits Kupp for a nice 23-yard gain, but another sack sets up a 3rd and long. Stafford cannot hook up with Ben Skowronek. Rams punt again, and the Bills have the ball at their own 10, up 17-10. And the Bills promptly drive 90 yards. Josh Allen doing a lot of the damage himself, scrambling, running, passing, and finishing off the drive himself with a 4-yard TD run, stretching his arm out while being tackled by Bobby Wagner. And 13:27 left in the game. Things aren't looking good for the Rams, down 24-10. Doesn't get much better for the Rams. Stafford tries a no-look pass, overthrows Kupp, and the ball is intercepted. Bills' ensuing possession, Allen hits Stephon Diggs for a 53-yard touchdown to make it 31-10. Rams get the ball back. A tipped pass is intercepted, and the Bills have the ball once again. But Taylor Rapp causes a fumble. Justin Hollins recovers, and we're just kind of wading through the end of this game. Bills leading 31-10. Rams have the ball back. Rams' final possession, much ado about nothing. They end up turning it over on downs, and the Bills run out the clock. Final score, 31-10, Buffalo Bills over our Los Angeles Rams. Back in a moment with some final thoughts. So let's take a look back at what I called my fearsome 4 keys to the game, and I still think they were keys, and we failed on all 4 accounts. Fearsome key number 1, the Rams needed to get a lot of weapons involved, spread the ball around. Allen Robinson, Cooper Kupp, Tyler Higbee, Darrell Henderson, Cam Akers, Ben Skowronek, Tutu, get them all going early and often. I think the Bills heard my podcast, but not the Rams. Rams failed on that account, clearly. Fearsome key number 2, don't be stubborn about getting the run game going. And I think early on, we were exactly that. I know Sean wants desperately to get that run game going. Mix it up a little bit. Maybe get some jet sweeps going. Something a little different. Screen plays, quick hitting passes. But just handing off to Henderson and a few times Akers early in the game, I thought that was a wrong move. Fearsome key number 3, don't let Allen extend plays. Wow, utter failure. Now, the Rams in the past have been pretty good at this, at having a disciplined pass rush, bringing pressure, but not letting the quarterback escape. And, Allen's going to do his damage with his legs. There's no way around that, but you have to limit it. And I liked how we really laid the wood on him a few times. I kind of love that. That's what you have to do with guys like him. But we are just letting him escape too often, and it was pretty frustrating to watch that happen. And fearsome key number 4, I thought our defensive line would have the edge over their offensive line. I wanted a capital W, as in winning big time in that matchup. And you know what? I think we might have lost altogether. The Bills were pretty effective in the run game. They did a good job of protecting Allen for the most part. So I thought that was one of our strengths, one of the matchups that was really in our favor in this game, and it didn't work out that well. So my fearsome 4 keys to the game: 3 major strikes and 1 minor strike as far as abandoning the run game, because we did get some decent runs going late in the game. But overall, I'm not saying we just quit running altogether, but pass the ball to establish the run rather than the other way around. If I had to pick a player of the game, well, it's obviously Josh Allen. On the Rams side, I'd name 2 guys, Troy Hill and Darrell Henderson. I think Troy had a very good game. I feel much better about our secondary at this point. And Darrell Henderson, I really liked the way he ran and his contribution in the passing game. Carrying the ball like that angry Darrell Henderson we're so used to, I really loved it. I don't know if he's our number 1 back. Apparently he is. Didn't see that coming. If you told me Cam Akers would only get 3 carries, I thought we'd see a little bit of Kyren Williams, but no, we didn't. Brandon Powell even had a carry. So some question marks about our running game. I'm okay with Darrell Henderson, but I really thought Cam Akers was going to be a guy we could count on for a serious contribution in the running game. So we'll have to see what happens against Atlanta. A couple comments on the coaching. Once again, I think it was pretty bad time management at the end of the first half. You call a timeout late in the half, and then you get called for 12 men in the huddle. That's a really bad look. Another thing I have to mention that I didn't like was Brandon Powell running the ball out of the end zone at the start of the second half. That was a really bad sequence. Yeah, we'll defer. We'll get the ball at the start of the second half. It'll be a close game, but we get the ball, and we're going to drive the field and put some points on the board, and Powell runs it back to the 11-yard line, and then a bad snap. Stafford has to cover it. That might have been the beginning of the end. I mean, it was 10-10 at that time, and it went all downhill fast from that point on. So what was my prediction? Rams 27-23. I also had a little side action going. Tutu Atwell would have a 50-yard touchdown pass. Dream on, Mark. Not even close. Couldn't even catch the ball. I will add that I did make a bet on this game. Hopefully you won't hate me for this, but I had a bet on the under for Tyler Higbee on receiving yardage, under 40 yards. He came in with 39. So if there's any good that came out of this game, well, I'm $50 richer. So that's it for this podcast, episode 37 of season 2. But look for some drops in our YouTube channel over the next few days and another podcast coming at you following the weekend action. Out here. That's going to do it for this episode. Remember, you can reach us at ramsuppodcast@gmail.com. You can visit our website at ramsup.com. You'll find links to all of our episodes and a link to our YouTube channel. And you can also leave us a voicemail from our website. Don't forget to subscribe and give us that 5-star rating. It's really appreciated. And remember, keep the horns up, stay safe, and have fun out there.
Music courtesy of bensound.com and the YouTube royalty-free music audio library, Crimson Fly by Humma Humma.